"Get out. We don't serve your kind here." The receptionist's voice slices through the glittering Radiance Spa, her sneer dripping with venom as Donna Johnson, a poised black woman, stands frozen, blood trickling from a deliberate cut on her finger. The sting of prejudice burns hotter than the Miami sun, older clients gasping in the tense air. A YouTuber's camera hums, capturing the injustice. Will Donna's dignity crumble under this hateful glare? Or will her courage ignite a firestorm of justice? Stay with us, this battle's about to shake America to its core. The sun blazed over Miami, Florida in early June 2025, its golden rays dancing on palm trees like a symphony of summer hope. Donna Johnson, a woman of grace at 38, stepped from a silver Rolls-Royce, her teal blazer a beacon of resolve, radiant as a coral reef against her rich, ebony skin. A philanthropist, a champion of literacy, she carried a quiet mission: to evaluate Radiance Spa for her husband, Liam Johnson, a tech titan of 42, whose heart sought to acquire this $20 million gem. "You see the truth beneath the surface, Donna," Liam had said that morning, his voice warm over their mango smoothies, his hazel eyes alight with trust. Their bond, forged in shared dreams, was a fortress against the world's storms. Inside their home, their 8-year-old daughter, Ellie, twirled in her 4th of July sparkler costume, her laughter a melody of innocence. "Mama, will you wear star earrings for the fireworks?" she'd asked, her small hands clutching a glittery headband. Donna's heart swelled, the memory a gentle anchor as she faced Radiance Spa's gleaming glass facade. The air was thick with citrus, Miami's streets alive with festival drums and ceviche carts, yet the spa's polished interior whispered exclusivity. Teak floors glowed under gold chandeliers, the citrus-scented breeze a veil over a subtle chill. Donna's heels clicked softly, each step a testament to her journey from community organizer to beacon of change. Her resolve a steel thread woven through years of breaking barriers. She paused, her emerald bracelet catching the light, a silent nod to her strength. "This place looks like paradise," she murmured, her voice steady, reflective. But paradise often hides its thorns. The spa's elegance was undeniable, yet the staff's fleeting glances carried a judgment, sharp as a summer squall. Donna's mission was clear: to peel back the gloss, to see if Radiance Spa was worthy of Liam's vision. Her thoughts drifted to Ellie, her daughter's dream of becoming an activist, a spark kindled by Donna's own fire. "We'll make the world brighter, won't we, sweet girl?" she'd promised, kissing Ellie's forehead. Now, standing before this gilded threshold, Donna felt the weight of that vow, a mantle of purpose. The receptionist's desk loomed ahead, a gatekeeper's throne in this palace of privilege. Donna approached, her posture regal, her heart a quiet drumbeat of anticipation. "Good afternoon," she said, her tone warm, measured. "I have a 1 o'clock pedicure appointment." The words hung in the air, a bridge to what lay beyond. Yet, beneath the spa's shimmering surface, a shadow stirred, a whisper of prejudice waiting to rise. Donna's gaze swept the room, her instincts honed by years of navigating such spaces, boardrooms, galas, where her brilliance was tested before it was embraced. This was no mere visit. It was a quest for truth, a step toward justice. As she stood, the Miami sun streamed through the glass, casting prisms across her face, a crown of light for a woman undaunted. The spa's citrus scent curled around her, deceptively sweet, but Donna's spirit was unyielding, a lighthouse guiding her through unseen storms. What truths would Radiance Spa reveal? What battles awaited within its walls? The journey had begun, and Donna Johnson was ready to face it, her courage a flame that no shadow could dim. Before diving into the story, please clearly state your city or country of residence in the comment section. Your feedback is the driving force for our development. Best wishes from Asia. As Donna Johnson crossed the threshold of Radiance Spa, the glow of Miami's June sun faded behind her, replaced by a world of polished teak and citrus-scented air. The transition was subtle, yet sharp, Like stepping from a vibrant festival into a cloistered court, she settled onto a velvet bench, her teal blazer a quiet defiance against the spa's sterile elegance. The hum of soft jazz clashed with the chatter of clients planning 4th of July barbecues, their voices a tapestry of privilege. Donna's mission to evaluate this palace for Liam's acquisition felt heavier now, the air thick with unseen judgment. At the receptionist's desk, Kristen, her ponytail taut as her smile, scrolled her phone with practiced indifference. "Appointment?" she asked. Her voice clipped, eyes barely lifting to meet Donna's. "Yes, 1 o'clock pedicure," Donna replied, her tone warm, steady, a bridge over Kristen's coldness. Her emerald bracelet glinted, a silent emblem of her stature, yet Kristen's gaze lingered on Donna's skin, a flicker of disdain passing like a shadow. "We're slammed." "Wait there," Kristen said, gesturing vaguely, her words a dismissal sharp as a thorn. Donna nodded, her composure a shield, and took her seat, the velvet cushion no comfort against the sting of exclusion. The spa buzzed. Clients swapping tales of yacht parties and firework displays, their laughter a chorus, from which Donna was barred. She felt like a lone star in a clouded sky, her presence dimmed by Kristen's subtle scorn. "Just another day," she murmured, texting Liam. "Tough start." Her fingers paused. Memories of past slights, charity galas, corporate boardrooms surging like waves. Each had forged her resilience, a fire, tempered by years of proving her worth. Yet here, in this gilded space, the old wound reopened, raw and aching. In the corner, a young woman, Zoe, adjusted her phone, her YouTube setup discreet but deliberate. Her eyes, bright with ambition, darted toward the desk, capturing Kristen's apathy. Donna noticed, her instincts stirring. Was Zoe a witness, an ally in this silent battle? The thought was a spark, fleeting but warm, amid the spa's chill. Kristen's ambition, Donna sensed, was a ladder built on others' backs, her sneer a tool to keep the unworthy at bay. The receptionist's world was one of mirrors, reflecting only those she deemed fit. Donna's gaze drifted, her heart anchoring to Ellie, whose sparkler costume awaited at home. "We'll shine together, won't we?" she'd whispered to her daughter that morning, Ellie's giggle a beacon. Now, that memory was a lifeline, pulling Donna through the rising tide of isolation. The spa's citrus scent, once inviting, turned cloying, a mask for the prejudice lurking beneath. Clients glanced her way, their eyes curious but detached, as if she were a painting hung slightly askew. Donna sat taller, her spine a pillar of grace, her resolve a quiet hymn of endurance. The clock ticked, each second a weight on her patience. Kristen laughed at her phone, her voice a grating counterpoint to Donna's silence. The injustice was subtle, a whisper of bias woven into every glance, every word. Yet Donna knew this was no accident. It was a test, a gauntlet thrown by a world that questioned her place. "I've faced worse," she thought, her eyes burning with purpose. She was here for Liam, for Ellie, for truth. The spa's elegance could not hide its flaws, and Donna was ready to uncover them. How are you holding up, dear listeners? Staying hydrated keeps your spirit bright. Drink 2 liters of water daily, like Donna's resolve, unshakable and clear. From the velvet bench where Donna Johnson sat, the sting of Kristen's dismissal lingered like a bruise beneath her poised exterior. The transition was seamless yet jarring, as the spa's citrus-scented air shifted from cloying to oppressive, a mirror to the rising tension within her. 15 minutes had crawled by, each tick of the clock a silent accusation against the injustice unfolding. Donna's teal blazer, vibrant as a summer dawn, seemed to pulse with her resolve, her emerald bracelet a quiet reminder of her strength. Yet, the chatter of clients planning 4th of July barbecues, fireworks, ribs, and star-spangled banner sunlit deepened her sense of exile, a solitary figure in a sea of privilege. The glass doors swung open, and a wave of excitement rippled through the spa. Like a spark, igniting dry tinder, Lynn, a reality television star draped in a sequined jumpsuit that glittered like a Miami nightclub, strutted in, her presence a siren's call. Kristen leapt from her chair, her earlier apathy replaced by fawning zeal. "Miss Lynn, such an honor," she gushed, her voice syrupy, ushering Tara to a VIP pedicure chair without a glance at Donna. The wait now stretched to 25 minutes, Donna's appointment a forgotten promise. Tara's laughter, brassy and unrestrained, filled the room, a trumpet of entitlement that drowned out the soft jazz. Donna's jaw tightened, her fingers curling around her phone. "This isn't oversight, it's deliberate," she whispered, her voice a low ember of realization. The spa's hierarchy was laid bare, a gilded ladder where Tara climbed effortlessly while Donna was left to languish. Clients craned their necks, some smirking, others indifferent, their gazes grazing Donna like a passing breeze. Zoe, the young YouTuber in the corner, adjusted her camera, its lens pivoting toward Tara's throne. Donna caught the movement, a flicker of hope in her chest. Was Zoe documenting this injustice? A silent scribe in this drama? Tara's notoriety, fresh from a viral beach brawl splashed across tabloids, hung about her like a garish crown. "I need my toes red, white, and blue for the 4th, she declared, her voice a performance for the room. Kristen nodded, her ponytail bobbing, her hands already prepping polish. Donna's thoughts drifted to Ellie, her daughter's star-shaped sunglasses waiting at home, a beacon of innocence. "We'll light up the night, won't we?" she'd promised Ellie, their shared dream of a dazzling holiday grounding her now. But the weight of Tara's privilege, shining like a warning flare, pressed against Donna's heart, her patience fraying like a worn rope. A technician, Maria, hovered near a pedicure station, her hands pausing mid-task. Her eyes, shadowed by the burden of a single mother's life, met Donna's for a fleeting moment, a spark of unease passing between them. Maria's hesitation was a quiet rebellion, a crack in the spa's polished facade. Donna sensed it, her instincts honed by years of navigating spaces where her worth was questioned. The citrus scent, now sharp as an accusation, mingled with Tara's overpowering perfume, a sensory assault that heightened Donna's resolve. She was here for Liam, for truth, to peel back the spa's glossy veneer. The room pulsed with Tara's laughter, each cackle a nail in Donna's patience. Kristen's fawning, a choreography of bias, was a stark contrast to the cold shoulder Donna received. The injustice burned, a fire kindled by every glance that skipped over her, every word that exalted Tara. Donna sat straighter, her spine a pillar of defiance, her gaze locking onto Kristen's desk. This was no mere delay. It was a declaration of who belonged and who did not. "I see you," Donna thought, her eyes narrowing, her spirit a lighthouse unbowed by the storm. The spa's elegance could not mask its truth, and Donna was ready to confront it. The spark of Tara Lynn's brazen privilege flared brighter in Radiance Spa, casting Donna Johnson's quiet weight into deeper shadow. The transition was sharp, like a summer breeze turning to a gale, as the weight of 25 minutes stretched into 45, each second a chisel against Donna's patience. Her teal blazer, a beacon of resolve, seemed to pulse with her heartbeat. Her emerald bracelet, a silent vow of strength. The spa's citrus scent, now a grating mockery, swirled with Tara's laughter, a brassy anthem of exclusion. Donna's fingers tightened around her phone, her thoughts anchored to Ellie's star-shaped sunglasses, a lifeline amid the storm of injustice. Enough was enough. Donna rose, her heels striking the teak floor like firecrackers on the 4th of July. Each step echoed, a drumbeat of defiance, her presence a lighthouse cutting through the spa's gilded haze. The chatter faltered, clients' eyes darting, some curious, others uneasy. Tara, lounging in her VIP chair, paused mid-sentence, her sequined jumpsuit dimming under Donna's radiance. Kristen, behind the desk, looked up, her ponytail taut, her smirk a thin veil over annoyance. Zoe, the YouTuber in the corner, angled her camera, its lens a silent witness to the gathering storm. "Excuse me," Donna said, her voice steady, clear as a bell in a quiet dawn. "I've waited for my 1 o'clock appointment. Can you honor it now?" The words were polite, yet ironclad, a gauntlet thrown with grace. The spa held its breath, The soft jazz a faint pulse beneath the tension. Kristen's eyes narrowed, her hands pausing on her phone. "Don't make a scene," she snapped, her tone laced with venom, the words a whip cracked to keep Donna in place. "You'll get your turn when I say so." The racial undertone was unmistakable. A poison seeping into the air. Tara's snicker pierced the silence, a cruel spark in the powder keg. "Oh, honey, just sit down," she drawled, her voice a taunt, her manicured nails tapping her chair. Clients gasped, some leaning forward, their 4th of July plans forgotten. Maria, the technician, froze, her hands hovering over a polish bottle, her eyes flickering with unease. A quiet ally in the shadows. Donna's heart pounded, but her face was a mask of composure. Her spirit, a fortress, unbowed. "I'm not making a scene," she said, her voice low, lethal, each syllable a stone in a rising wall. "I'm asking for respect. Do your job." The room stilled, the chandeliers casting prisms like a crown above Donna's head. Kristen leaned forward, her smirk wavering, a crack in her armor. "Sit down or leave," she hissed, her words a final barb, daring Donna to falter. The air crackled, thick with anticipation. Zoe's camera capturing every glance, every breath. Donna's chest rose, her resolve a flame that no sneer could extinguish. She thought of Liam, his trust in her a steady anchor. Of Ellie, her daughter's dream of a brighter world. This was not just a weight, it was a battlefield. And Donna was no stranger to war. With deliberate grace, Donna turned, her heels echoing like a judge's gavel. She returned to her seat, her posture regal, her mind a chessboard plotting the next move. The spa exhaled, chatter resuming, but the tension lingered, a storm cloud ready to burst. Maria's glance met Donna's, a spark of solidarity, a promise of change. Zoe's lens remained steady, a silent scribe of truth. Donna's eyes burned, not with defeat, but with strategy. "This isn't over," she thought, her spirit a lighthouse unyielding against the tide. Kristen might think she'd won, but Donna was playing a longer game, and truth was her greatest ally. Dear listeners, are you resting enough? 7 to 8 hours of sleep keeps your heart as steadfast as Donna's. Share your city or country in the comments below. Your voices light our path. The air in Radiance Spa crackled with the aftershock of Donna Johnson's stand, her words of defiance lingering like embers in a dry wind. Yet, the transition was chilling, as Kristen's venomous sneer hardened into something darker, a resolve to wound deeper than words. Donna, reseated on the velvet bench, her teal blazer a defiant flame, felt the weight of 45 minutes morph into a gauntlet. The spa's citrus scent, once merely cloying, now stung her senses. A prelude to the betrayal brewing. Tara Lynn's brassy laughter echoed, a grating hymn of privilege, while clients' whispers about 4th of July fireworks faded into a tense hush. Kristen, her ponytail a taut banner of spite, beckoned Donna to a pedicure station with a curt nod. "Let's get this over with," she muttered, her voice a blade unsheathed. Donna rose, her heels clicking like a soldier's march, her emerald bracelet glinting with quiet strength. She settled into the chair, her posture regal, her heart a steady drumbeat against the rising storm. The spa watched, a theater of anticipation. Zoe's camera pivoting to capture the scene, its lens a silent judge. Maria, the technician, hovered nearby, her hands trembling, her eyes shadowed with dread. A witness to the unfolding cruelty. Kristen's movements were jagged, her nail file scraping Donna's skin with careless force. "Hold still," she snapped, her blue eyes cold, calculating. Donna's jaw tightened, her years of enduring slights boardroom glares, Gala murmur-sarming her with patience. But Kristen's intent was clear. A predator circling. With a smirk, she reached for the cuticle scissors, their silver blades flashing like a warning in the chandelier's light. "This might sting," she said, her voice a venomous purr. The scissors descended, swift and deliberate, slicing into the tender skin of Donna's finger. Pain lanced through Donna, sharp as a lightning bolt, a gasp escaping her lips. Blood welled, a crimson bead staining the white towel beneath, its bloom a silent scream. "What was that?" Donna demanded, her voice trembling, fury rising like a tide. She yanked her hand back, the cut burning, a small but vicious wound. Kristen's smirk widened, a crescent of triumph. "Oops," she taunted, tossing the scissors with a clatter. "Folks like you always expect handouts, don't you?" The words were a dagger, their racial venom slicing deeper than the blade, a public assault meant to break her. Tara's laughter erupted, a harsh cymbal crash, her sequined jumpsuit glinting as she clapped. "That's the spirit, Kristen," she crowed, her voice a spark in the tinderbox. The spa fell silent, clients' breaths catching, some shocked, others morbidly curious. Zoe's camera zoomed, capturing the bloodied towel, Kristen's sneer, Tara's glee. Maria, her face paling, slipped Donna a tissue, her fingers brushing Donna's in a fleeting act of defiance, a quiet rebellion against the spa's cruelty. Donna pressed the tissue to her wound, the white fabric blooming red, her eyes locking onto Kristen's, searching for remorse but finding only malice. "You did that on purpose," Donna said, her voice low, lethal, each word a stone hurled at Kristen's smug facade. Her chest heaved, rage a wildfire threatening to consume her. Yet her composure held. A fortress forged in countless battles. She thought of Liam, his trust her anchor, of Ellie, her daughter's sparkler dreams a beacon. This was not just a cut, it was a declaration of war, a wound meant to diminish her. "You'll regret this," Donna vowed, her tone soft but searing, a promise wrapped in steel. The spa's chandeliers dimmed in her vision, her resolve a lighthouse unbowed by the storm. The room exhaled, whispers resuming, but the tension clung like humidity before a squall. Kristen picked up her file, her movements slower, testing Donna's limits. Donna met her gaze, unblinking, her spirit aflame no cruelty could douse. Zoe's lens held steady, Maria's glance a flicker of hope. This betrayal was a wound, but Donna was no victim. She was a warrior, and this pain would be her weapon. The wound on Donna Johnson's finger throbbed, a crimson testament to Kristen's cruelty, as the air in Radiance Spa grew heavy with unspoken rage. The transition was electric, like a storm cloud splitting to unleash its fury. As Donna's resolve hardened into a blade of purpose, her teal blazer, stained with a faint smear of blood, stood as a banner of defiance, her emerald bracelet glinting like a warrior's shield. Tara Lynn's laughter, once a grating fanfare, faltered into a nervous titter, while clients' whispers about 4th of July plans dissolved into a stunned silence. Zoe's camera, a silent sentinel, captured the bloodied tissue, Kristen's smirk, and the spa's gilded facade cracking under the weight of injustice. Donna's hand trembled, but her spirit was iron. She reached for her phone, her uninjured fingers steady, and dialed Liam. "Come to the spa, now," she said, her voice a steel thread, cutting through the citrus-scented haze. The call ended with a soft click, a clarion signaling the storm's arrival. The spa watched, breathless, as Kristen busied herself with a clipboard, her ponytail swaying, her confidence a brittle mask. Tara slouched in her VIP chair, her sequined jumpsuit dull in the chandelier's light. Sensing the tide turning, Maria, the technician, stood frozen, her eyes wide with hope, her quiet rebellion now a spark ready to blaze. Outside, the Miami sun dipped low, casting long shadows across palm-lined streets. A $300,000 Porsche roared to a stop, its obsidian gleam a harbinger of reckoning. Liam Johnson, his charcoal suit tailored to his commanding frame, strode through the glass doors, his hazel eyes a tempest of fury. The spa's soft jazz faltered in his presence, the air bending to his authority. Donna stood by the pedicure station, her injured finger cradled, her gaze meeting Liam's with a mix of pain and trust. "Are you all right?" he asked, his voice low, tender, yet edged with a promise of retribution. She nodded, her eyes fierce. "I will be." Liam's gaze shifted to Kristen, his jaw tightening, a muscle twitching like a fuse lit. "You," he said, pointing, his voice a thunderclap that silenced the room. "You hurt my wife." The words were not a question but a verdict, delivered with the weight of a man who built empires. Kristen's smirk vanished, her clipboard clattering to the desk. "You can't fire me," she stammered, her voice shrill, cracking like thin ice. "I don't even know you." Her defiance was a desperate gambit, a shadow against Liam's towering resolve. Clients gasped, leaning forward, their phones now out, capturing the drama. Tara's hand froze mid-gesture, her amusement replaced by dread. Liam's lips curved into a cold, mirthless smile. The kind that preceded a checkmate. "Oh, you'll know me soon enough," he said, his tone icy, each word a hammer strike. Kristen's phone pinged, a sharp chime piercing the tension. Her fingers fumbled, unlocking the screen, her face paling as she read. Termination notice. Kristen Miller. Effective immediately. Per directive of Radiance Spa's new owner, Liam Johnson. The phone slipped in her grip, her eyes snapping to Liam, wide with shock. You're the owner?" she whispered, her voice a ghost of its former bravado. "I am," Liam said, his voice low, lethal. "And I was prepared to keep the staff after this acquisition, but after what you did to Donna, you're lucky I'm not pressing charges." He turned to the spa manager, a woman who had rushed in, her face a mask of panic. "Escort her out, now." The manager nodded, her hands shaking, guiding Kristen, who stood rooted, her defiance crumbling like ash. The spa erupted in whispers, a tide of awe and shock. Zoe's camera rolled, capturing Kristen's downfall, Tara's nervous fidgeting, and Donna's unyielding grace. Donna stood beside Liam, her injured fingers still cradled, but her posture was regal, her spirit a lighthouse piercing the storm. Liam's hand rested on her back, a gesture of solidarity louder than words. Kristen grabbed her purse, her movements jerky, her face a storm of disbelief and rage. "This isn't fair," she muttered, her voice breaking, but the email was a digital guillotine, severing her from the spa. The manager's hand, gentle but firm, led her to the glass doors, Kristen's ponytail a fading emblem of her arrogance. She cast a venomous glance at Donna, but Donna met it with a calm, searing stare, her eyes a furnace of triumph. The doors closed, the Miami breeze carrying Kristen's exit like a whisper of finality. The spa exhaled, the tension easing, but not dissolving. Liam turned to Donna, his fury softening into concern. "We're getting that finger treated," he said, his voice firm, tender. Donna nodded, her smile faint but fierce, a testament to her strength. Tara's attempt to slip out faltered under Zoe's lens, her sequins a gaudy relic of her complicity. Maria's shoulders relaxed, her quiet not a vow to stand taller. The chandeliers above cast prisms across Donna's face, a crown of light for a woman who refused to be dimmed. Donna's heart soared, her pain now a spark of victory. She had called Liam not from weakness but from partnership, a queen summoning her king to right a wrong. The spa, with its teak floors and golden glow, was no match for the empire they'd built together. This is just the beginning, she thought, her resolve a flame that no wound could extinguish. The battle was won, but the war for justice loomed, and Donna was ready to lead it. Dear listeners, are you keeping strong? 30 minutes of daily exercise fuels your courage, like Liam's unyielding stand. The glass doors of Radiance Spa closed behind Kristen's exit, their soft thud, a curtain falling on her reign of prejudice. Yet the echoes of Donna Johnson's pain lingered like a melody unresolved. The transition was profound, like a storm giving way to a dawn of renewal. As Donna and Liam stood united, their presence a beacon in the spa's gilded haze. Donna's teal blazer, faintly stained with blood, was a tapestry of her courage. Her emerald bracelet a quiet hymn of endurance. The spa's citrus scent, once a veil of deceit, now carried a whisper of change. as clients' murmurs shifted from shock to awe. Their 4th of July plans overshadowed by the drama's weight. Beyond the spa's walls, a digital firestorm ignited. Zoe's YouTube video, titled "Injustice Unveiled at the Spa," surged to 15 million views. Its raw footage of Kristen's slurs and Tara Lynn's laughter a clarion call for justice. The hashtag Radiance Reform trended across platforms. A virtual torch held high by voices demanding equity. Tara's fall was swift, her reality show canceled, sponsors fleeing like fireflies at dawn. Her sequin bravado reduced to a cautionary tale. Her tearful Instagram apology, a fleeting plea for redemption, drowned in a sea of comments. Accountability, not excuses. Her name, once a tabloid darling, became a synonym for complicity, her career a shipwreck on the shores of public outrage. Kristen, too, faced oblivion, her jobless status a scarlet letter in Miami's tight-knit salon circles. Local spas turned her away, her resume tainted by Zoe's viral evidence. Her smirk now a haunting specter in comment threads. No place for hate, her defiance crumbled, tears staining her phone as she scrolled through the digital guillotine of her own making. Donna took no joy in their downfall, her heart too vast for vengeance. Yet the weight of justice settled like a balm, a balance restored by truth's unyielding light. Inside the spa, Donna and Liam forged a new path. The acquisition, finalized at $20 million, became a canvas for transformation. Donna, her injured finger bandaged but her spirit unbound, led the charge. She mandated bias training, handpicking experts to reshape the staff's perspective. Their sessions a mirror held to past wrongs. New hires diverse, compassionate, skilled breathed life into the spa. Their warm smiles a stark contrast to Kristen's sneer. The grand reopening drew crowds, teak floors gleaming under chandeliers now symbols of inclusion. A public apology penned by Donna adorned the entrance. "We pledge equity. For every soul deserves respect." The press hailed the rebirth, headlines singing, "Spa rises," as beacon of change. Maria, the technician whose quiet rebellion had bolstered Donna, rose to supervisor. Her leadership a subplot of redemption. Her story, rooted in her own battles as a Latina single mother, became a cornerstone of the spa's new culture, mentoring staff with a gentleness that belied her strength. Zoe, the YouTuber, soared to influencer status, her channel a platform for justice, her quiet nod to Donna a bond forged in truth. Miami streets, alive with ceviche carts and festival drums, reflected the shift, murals celebrating unity springing up like wildflowers, a city awakened by one woman's stand. The Miami Visionaries Gala, held in a glittering ballroom, crowned Donna's journey. Her navy gown shimmered like a twilight sea, her faint scar a badge of valor beneath the vanity's soft glow. Liam stood beside her, his charcoal suit a quiet testament to their partnership, his hazel eyes warm with pride. "You'll move them, Donna," he whispered, his hand brushing hers, a touch that anchored her soul. The MC's voice boomed, introducing her. Donna Johnson, a trailblazer of equity and compassion. The crowd roared, a thunderous wave pulling her to the stage, chandeliers casting a halo above her. Donna stepped to the podium, her voice clear, resonant, a lighthouse piercing the night. "Thank you," she began, her words a gentle tide. "When I entered that spa, I carried hope, but met the shadow of bias. Tonight I stand not as a victim, but as a victor." Her speech wove a tapestry of truth, not naming the spa, but speaking universal. Prejudice thrives in silence, but shatters under courage's gaze. To every woman doubted, judged, sidelined, your voice is a firework, bursting through the darkest sky. She honored those who paved her path, Black women leaders, unsung hero-sure words rising like a hymn. Truth is America's mightiest spark, igniting empires of change. The audience leapt to their feet, their applause a clarion call, shaking the ballroom's crystal walls. Donna's heart soared, her scar a silent ode to her strength. She thought of Ellie, safe at home, her sparkler costume a symbol of the joy she fought for. Ellie's dream of activism, kindled by Donna's fire, was a legacy taking root. Liam enveloped her offstage, his whisper fierce. "You were radiant." Colleagues swarmed, their praise a chorus of affirmation, while Donna's phone buzzed with message activists, friends, even Zoe, whose thank you carried the weight of their shared triumph. The video's ripples reached newsrooms, sparking debates on bias in service industries. The spa, a case study in transformation. Donna's legacy grew, not just in the spa's rebirth, but in the conversations it ignited. A movement fueled by one woman's pain turned to purpose. She stood beside Liam, her hand in his, her spirit alight with possibility. The gala pulsed, a microcosm of change. Miami's summer breeze carrying the promise of a world remade. Donna was no longer the woman who faced a blade. She was a force, her triumph a lighthouse for all who dared to rise. At home, Ellie's laughter filled their mansion, her star-spangled glitter painting Donna's nails. A quiet ritual of love. The faint scar on Donna's finger, barely visible, was a map of her journey from wound to victory, from silence to song. She leaned into Liam, their hands entwined, the ballroom's echoes fading into the warmth of family. The 4th of July loomed, a canvas for new memories, a chance to light the sky with truth. Donna Johnson had transformed pain into a legacy, her story a spark that would burn bright. One truth at a time. The gala's applause faded into memory, a triumphant echo that carried Donna Johnson home, her navy gown a quiet testament to her victory. The transition was gentle, like a summer breeze settling into a starlit night, as she stepped into the warmth of her Miami mansion, where the glow of family awaited. Her teal blazer, once a shield in the spa's storm, now hung in the closet, her faint scar a delicate map of courage. The air was sweet, with the scent of grilled corn and sparklers, remnants of a 4th of July celebration that pulsed with love and renewal. Donna sank onto the couch, her emerald bracelet catching the flicker of fairy lights strung across the room. Ellie bounded in, her star-spangled headband askew, clutching a bottle of glittery blue polish. "Mama, let's paint your nails," she chirped, her laughter a melody that soothed Donna's soul. Liam joined them, his charcoal suit traded for a soft linen shirt, his hazel eyes warm with pride. "You're my hero, Mama," Ellie said, her small hands clumsy but earnest, dabbing polish with care. Donna's heart swelled, the scar on her finger, nearly invisible, a silent ode to battles won. The mansion hummed with life, red, white, and blue bunting draping the walls, a nod to the holiday's joy. Donna leaned into Liam, their hands entwined, Ellie nestled between them. The memory of Kristen's blade, Tara's laughter, and the spa's prejudice felt distant now, transformed by Donna's stand. "We did more than win," she murmured, her voice soft, reflective. "We built a brighter world." Liam kissed her forehead, his touch a steady anchor, their partnership a fortress against any storm. The lessons of Donna's journey rose like fireworks in her mind. Courage, she knew, could douse the flames of hate, a single spark toppling towers of bias. Truth was a beacon, guiding the lost through darkness, its light unyielding. Community, America's heartbeat, wove strength from shared voices, a tapestry of hope. Every stand matters, Donna thought, her gaze on Ellie, whose dreams of activism mirrored her own. The spa's rebirth, Maria's rise. Zoe's video, they were ripples from one woman's defiance, proof that pain could birth purpose. Donna's legacy stretched beyond the spa, a lighthouse for those who faced doubt or scorn. She envisioned Ellie lighting the world, her daughter's glittery nails a promise of tomorrow. The 4th of July's glow, with its block party fireworks and neighbors' cheers, was a canvas for unity, a reflection of the change Donna had sparked. "We'll keep shining," she whispered, her voice a vow, her spirit alight with possibility. The scar, once a wound, was now a star, guiding her forward. Dear listeners, share your stories of resilience. Let your voices join Donna's, forging a world where equity reigns. Your city or country in the comments fuels our tale. Warmest wishes, From Asia.